some meal prep today before studying, just because I want food for the next few days and just not have to worry about cooking every morning. Recipe that I want to do requires a few extra ingredients. Like I feel like moving into a new house is just like stocking your pantry and your fridge with things that you need, like that you would usually have if you've lived there for a long time. But for so many different recipes, I need like a spice that you can just put into everything. But anyways, sticky pork belly, except it's not pork belly. We're gonna be using pork shoulder because that's what I bought from Costco. I don't know if this is a stupid idea or a smart idea, but I'm gonna be putting on some noodles while I'm gone. Hopefully, it doesn't absolutely destroy the noodles or burn my house down. But yeah. Actually, on second thought, being in law school, vlogging that I'm going to be leaving my stove on and hoping that it's not going to burn the whole house down, probably not the best idea if it actually does burn the house down, because then I'm just leaving evidence that I like negligently did so. So they didn't have star anise. Well, they did. It was like $10 for 10 of them, so I was not gonna buy that. But got sugar, got green onion. For some reason, the organic ones are just way bigger and also the exact same price, so I guess I'm an organic green onion eater now. And then we got oyster sauce, which was on sale, so lucky me. I'm gonna finish up with the pasta, and then we're gonna get the meat going, and I'll probably study in the lounge today, just so that I can keep an eye on the pork. Yeah, there's something wrong with my board again. So I emailed support. Yeah, I emailed support. I don't know. Just hope it's not too big. I just hope it's not broken again. Living with Haley back in Calgary, I did start using the dishwasher, but I just feel like I can't, like I started using both the dishwasher and the dryer, but I feel like living alone now, I can't justify using the dryer or the dishwasher because it feels like there isn't enough. I only have literally like one plate, one bowl, and a handful of utensils, so always just feels kind of right to do it the old-fashioned way. Perks or curse of living and growing up in an Asian household, I guess. I have a feeling that most of the Asian people watching this video, if there are any of you, know that the dishwasher is really just a drying rack. So finished the readings for one day, and only took like an hour and a half, I think, or something. Maybe a little bit longer. But I was going extra slow, trying to really get that understanding. I'm changing my mindset to just kind of take my time and kind of understand it the first time, because I'm realizing that as I'm trying to get it done faster, I'm actually not understanding as much. So, yeah, switching that up. Slow cooked pork shoulder, very tender, really good. I wish I could have had the star anise. I think it adds to the flavor, but yeah, I'm not paying $10 per individual clove, so I might order some on Amazon. But tastes really good, tastes really tender. I think I'm gonna be doing most of my pork like that. I'm just contemplating whether or not I should do shoulder or pork belly, but I think I kind of like the shoulder, if I'm not gonna lie. I think the pork belly, the last time I had it in Calgary, was a little bit too fatty, so yeah, we're gonna keep it at this. Yeah, sorry, I'll show you guys maybe the next time, because right now it's in the fridge. Like, it looks gross because all the fat is solidified now. So I'll show you guys the next meal I have. So I finally got some time to sit down and review Dehancer. They emailed me a long time ago, but just because final seasons, everything, been an absolute mess. But if you're not like a video creator, if you're not interested in YouTube channels, if you're not interested in my color, I'll put a timestamp right here and you guys can go there to continue the vlog. But this is a part of my life, so I felt like this is something that I'm excited about, and this is like my first time doing anything collaborative on YouTube, like making videos, so it's really fun. And yeah, editing is a part of my life, so I felt like I would share my thoughts on Dehancer. First things first, there's two things that I really liked about Dehancer. Obviously the look. I'm like known to really like warm colors. I really also like old kind of retro vibes. If you felt the intro music, I like that kind of like city pop type of vibe. And then I also have these like videos on my camcorder from Korea. I just like this older style, I don't know. And Dehancer definitely gives you that one step up on just like filming in the retro style, but it actually adds that type of color as well. The second thing that I really liked about Dehancer was that it's kind of intuitive and also very accessible for people. I am by no means a colorist. I don't ever think I will be, but I do prefer my videos to kind of look a specific way. And Dehancer made it really easy. I really just went into Dehancer itself and just looked through each of the settings, tried them out, see what they did to the image, and found the things that I kind of liked. And I like that hands-on approach, that kind of just figuring it out as you go, because I read enough as is, so me actually trying to see how it changes things up was a lot easier and more fun for me. Dehancer has like a bunch of these different types of films that you can kind of scroll through, and I just looked through, I scrolled and tried each one and just found one that I kind of like. Like I said, I like warm colors, so I picked one that felt warm and just, you know, was a vibe for me. And the three big things that I really used was the halation, the film grain, and bloom. And I felt like these three things were the things that made the image look like what I really wanted it to look like. And to be completely honest, I don't have the film grain, the bloom, or the halation like super high, because a lot of my vlogs aren't super cinematic. So I felt like just having it kind of change the color and give it a little bit more softness was the look that I was going for. That's really what's nice about Dehancer, is because you can kind of adjust little things. You can see how little things change your image, and you can kind of find that very intuitively, at least for me. Like, I think it took me like 30 minutes to kind of just find something that I liked and just to put it right on, because there's two options that you really have. You can either just slap it on the timeline like this, or you can put it on an adjustment clip. I ended up doing the adjustment clip one because when I did it on the timeline, it kind of messed with my text. And although the orange is like a decent color, I really prefer it just being black and white. The one and only downside of Dehancer, and it's not really a downside of Dehancer, it's more my situation. I'm currently on a MacBook Air M1 2020, so for like normal student life, taking notes, watching videos, like it's perfect. But when it gets into kind of editing videos and rendering things that are like film emulations or in 4K, you kind of run into a little bit of problems. So I think for my 20-minute video, the last vlog, it took me like an hour and a half to render that video, whereas usually, because I don't shoot in 4K, it will probably take me like 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. So that is the one downside. And again, not really a downside of Dehancer, it's just like kind of the name of the game, and it just made me realize if I want to, at some point, if I make enough, I would love to be able to buy a better Mac so that I can edit without that kind of stress. For people like me that don't have time to kind of go in and color correct each clip, it's really just like a one-stop shop and a very fast way to just kind of get like the look. Because these days, I feel like film looks are kind of in for vlogs. So one final message from Dehancer is the fact that they are hosting Colorist Awards for 2024. And the funny part is, it is closing on December 15th. So by the time you guys are seeing this, it is either really late at night on the 13th or it's really early in the morning on the 14th if you are subscribed and watching my videos. But get your submissions in really quick if you want to get there. It is completely free to enter, and all you have to be doing is using one of Dehancer's film emulations. So they have 6 different nominations. They have the feature film, the short film, the documentary, the music video, the drone video, the commercials. Those 6 winners are going to be announced March 9th, 2025. So get your submissions in if you're interested in film, if you're interested in videos, if you're interested in YouTube, or just like getting this type of look, I guess. Make sure that you guys check them out. I'll leave a link in the description. And considering that it is the first thing that I've done collaboratively on my, I guess, content creation journey, I would really appreciate it if you guys took a look. Once again, I would like to thank Dehancer for letting me review their product, and hopefully the first of many collaborations on this little journey of mine. Back to the vlog. I noticed something weird about my board for like the last couple weeks, and I just didn't know what it was. I thought it was all good, but then I noticed that like one of my hub motors, one of the wheels was shaking a little bit more than I expected. So I looked at it, and pretty sure there's supposed to be nuts on that wheel, and pretty sure it's not supposed to be shaking that hard. I messaged them. I just don't know how safe this is. This thing goes like 30 miles per hour. Not that I go 30 miles per hour, but... And now I just don't know if I should be riding it. Like, I know the answer. I shouldn't be riding it. So, life never fails to be exciting and new. Yeah. Alright, so I was planning on staying at the school until like 4, but I realized that my brain function was just falling off a cliff, so I decided to come home, have some lunch. I definitely feel like going in and like relearning the material, reviewing it, is helping me kind of oh Jesus, the sun came out so much. I feel like going over and reviewing all of the material really shows me like the connection of it all now that I didn't really get when I was reading it the first time. So it's really nice. My brain is just mush right now. I'm gonna eat, go work out. See ya. Didn't get to show you guys the pork that I had, so I'm gonna eat this food real quick, and then I will actually take you guys to the gym with me, because I'm gonna be working out at home today, considering it is Columbus Day, so the school gym is closed. A few days ago in the gym, I actually got like a good slap in the face. Not literally, but I was just on the bench and just kind of training, and this guy was in the squat rack next to me, and he saw me do my set, and then he was just like, oh, like let me know when you're doing your next set, because you definitely had a few more in the tank. And like that made me realize that I've just kind of become like relaxed in the way that I kind of go about doing everything. Like I kind of try to avoid that uncomfortable or that discomfort, you know, whether that's in the gym, whether that's been in life. And I think that aspect of like trying to avoid the things I don't like and only trying to do the things that I do like has kind of changed um, my perspective a lot. Um, and not in the best way. I think at some point in my life there was a time when I was trying to do a lot of things that brought me discomfort and trying to do the hard things because I felt like that was me learning my limit. I think the gym had just become a place for me to just kind of go and like get a nicer body, but I think I really lost the plot a little bit, and I think pushing yourself to that limit is what gets you that better body. So I hit a plateau, but now kind of having that reignited the drive that I have to go to the gym and just kind of go there not to get a nicer body, but just to go there and challenge myself and just kind of beat myself. That was the yap of the day. So yeah, feels good. Feels good. Way isolate, so it's good. But like flavor's all right. In just water, it's pretty rough. It has like the scent of whey isolate to it. So I've had to have some almond milk, and yeah, like it helps me get my protein in for the day. That's really all it is there for, so can't complain. Today is midterm day, hoping to, it's not that stressful. The midterm can be replaced by the final, it's not that stressful, and yet I'm still stressed. So we're gonna get to school, we're gonna study, get our outline printed out, and hopefully do well on this midterm. Board is still out of commission, so we're walking. Finished class for the day, and I have to rush home because I have a law fellow meeting for my writing class. So yeah, and turns out we're gonna do it on Zoom now, so I'm just rushing home, finish the midterm, and I'll talk to you guys about that once I finish this meeting. Yeah. All right, I just finished everything. I'm done for the day now, finally. Finished the midterm, had class right after the midterm, and then I had a law fellow meeting for my legal writing class at 4, just finished up at 4:30. Yeah, the midterm. Let's go over it part by part. This is another yap session. So, the good thing about this midterm is the fact that it can only help. Like, there's nothing that can go bad, because if you do really bad on the midterm, it gets replaced by your final exam if you improve on your final exam. So there's nothing that can go wrong with it unless you really goof on the final exam, which ideally I don't. But regardless, the stress of the exam remained the exact same. Like, I feel like knowing that it's not going to affect my grade negatively in any way would kind of take off some pressure, but considering that it was the first actual exam in law school, there was a certain amount of pressure. Like, I wanted to do well. I don't think I studied in the way where it became systematic in my brain. Like, I usually will practice to the point where, like, oh, you go through step A, B, C, and then you get to the answer. But for me here, it was kind of jumping back and forth, and I didn't really like that. So gonna change that up, gonna practice more, gonna try and apply what I learned. That's something I've been like reading about a little bit, because I don't want to just do like rote memorization anymore. That's what I've been using since I was a wee little boy in undergrad, and I just don't think it's efficient, you know, and I don't think it doesn't stick. So that was it for the midterm. Second thing, having class right after the midterm was so cooked. My brain was just like, I just wanted to go relax. I just wanted to take my brain off of studying. But no time to do that. That's law school. That's life, baby. And that's what we signed up for. And that's what we're paying money for. So we're going to enjoy that process. Now that the exam is done, I'm a lot more calm. This week is going to be really, really chill, ideally, because we didn't have school Monday. We don't have Civ Pro tomorrow. We only have one class tomorrow. And then we just have the classes on Thursday, and it's on to another weekend. And the last thing, holy yap. The last thing about the midterm is that it kind of made me realize that, oh, I should be reviewing on a weekly basis at the very least, because having reviewed all my Civ Pro stuff, like just even this morning, it just really like increased my understanding of everything, I guess. Like it made way more sense, like sequentially, just to kind of put it all together into a little bit of a bigger picture. I feel like I had little things, like I had all the ideas, they were just kind of in like separate little folders, but then now I brought all of that together and could draw like a bigger picture, and that really helped, and that really helped my understanding. So first things first though, I deserve a little bit of a break, so let's go get what is downstairs in my Amazon. Alright, this is what I need right now, because this is what I need right now. These are hopefully the right size of nut to go on my board, because I cannot keep living this pleb life having to walk around everywhere. I gotta use my board. This bad boy, this is a memory foam like under the knee pillow. Gonna give it a try, and then hopefully it helps. You know what days like these require? I'll show you. Oh, I don't care what you say. Judge me all you want. Today is the perfect day for one of these, because I am too lazy to cook. I'm gonna cook one of these, throw in some eggs, have some rice, and probably finish up that pork. It has been a day, boys and girls. Yeah, I've made way too many mistakes with my white shirts, so if these were healthy and a little cheaper, I'd probably have them every single day. I think it's one of those things that I could have every single day. Unfortunately, it completely ruins my stomach, makes me do things that you don't want to hear on a YouTube video. In a perfect world, they would be healthy. Perfect eggs every time. Yeah, as a continuation of that talk I was having about trying really hard in the gym, boarding after a long hard leg day is way harder than I thought it would be. Like, standing in a specific way makes my legs just tremble, and the way that I have to stand on the board makes my legs shake the whole time, which doesn't help when I'm trying to, not die. But at least it's a sign that I'm trying hard. I don't love cooking during the week, but I have this beef and I don't have any food, so gotta do what we gotta do. I keep telling you guys that I want to clean up as I go, but I feel like as time goes on, I just become more of a mess. So yeah, just catching up on that real quick. Oh yeah, dinner time. Aish. I can't tell if beef messes up my skin because I love the taste. Like I do like the taste. I always said I was like more of a pork person, but I do like me some beef once in a while. I would kill for some really good steak, but I'm poor, so. We got an assignment due today, and then I finally signed up for one of these big law, like meet and greet networking events I gotta go to. So we're gonna be suiting up for the very first time of my law school career. Gonna be pulling out the old suit. And of course, on these important days, it wouldn't be a special, very important day without two new, fresh pimples on my face. Always happens. What I have here is the infamous Blue Book, and I just finished doing a few self-assessments on it. I did okay on the grammar one, but look at this. I've never gotten 59% on anything in my life. I have to send this to my law fellow. Alright, we gotta get cleaned up for this event, so I'm gonna quickly dry the hair and get suited up. Here we go. Should have probably cut my hair, but it doesn't feel very professional. Pants are starting to get a little tight. I'll show you guys a little bit suspicious. Like if I bend over the wrong way, I think I'm gonna probably head over, gonna be with a friend real quick. I'm gonna be leaving some stuff at his place because we're going for dinner afterwards. But yeah, I like glasses, but the thing is, my eyes are just so terrible that makes them like really small. So I have no choice but to throw in the lenses. So excuse the absolute mess, but I'm headed out. This is gonna be the look for now. Gotta get suited up. I'm a little late, so it's the only suit I have. And yeah, showtime. I messed up a cold call and it absolutely sucked. I felt my face flush, my ears were super red. I like couldn't really focus in class. And yeah, wasn't great. But I got some stuff to do, so I'll discuss it in 1 second after I have some time to reflect on the whole matter. All right, messing up the cold call. All right, so I had the first networking event. It was an Apulsa networking event. It was actually really good. I think like there was a panel first and then a networking little reception after. We had like, they catered Asian food, so it was really nice. And the panel was actually pretty helpful because I think we had like 2 partners and then a couple of associates here and there. And it gave like a really good perspective. And one of the partners from Ropes and Gray was actually like hilarious. A, that made it really fun to watch. And then B, he was also the hiring partner, so he had a lot of stuff to say about just like applications and everything. So I felt like I learned a lot in that panel when compared to like other panels that I've been at. Me, being the fake extrovert that I am, definitely feel a little bit awkward at networking events, but I think like I feel like that's kind of the general sentiment around the whole thing, and I feel like the associates or the partners or whoever is there to speak with you from the law firms, they're also like kind of aware of that, and they're kind of open to just like letting people talk, like squeeze in and having these little conversations. I think my biggest like worry and how I'm like where I'm in my head is like what the conversation is supposed to really be like. Am I trying to pick their brain? Am I trying to have a conversation and get to know these people? What is the goal there? And like, I don't really like walking into a conversation with a specific goal, but I also don't want to come off as too, I don't know, like, I don't want to come off as just light, I guess, like ill prepared or just not serious enough. I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna head out, gonna study, and then I'm gonna be heading to play some beach volleyball. I'll try and get some clips maybe if I can, but we'll see. It's been a hot minute since I've had an unboxing video, and guess what I got? Having just one monitor in the laptop is just super inefficient, so just decided to invest in like, it's not an absolute garbage monitor, it's just like a off-brand like monitor. It was cheap, I think it was like 75 bucks. Yeah, hook it up and see. This is the power. Oh god, that's a big screen. Monitor here. Yeah, I think it works. I mean, is it the prettiest thing? Not really, but that'll do. That'll do. I have my notes up here and I have my stuff out here. All right, we got another package. We're going back to back with these packages, but I honestly want to say that this is another mandatory buy for any potential law students or pre-law students. The monitor was the first one, and I think this is the second. I don't know if you can tell what that is. It is a textbook holder. And the reason why I ended up having to get one of these, never really thought I would need one, or having to read my textbook for like 3-4 hours at a time. Yeah, I just started to get like pounding headaches, and I think it really came from the fact that, like, if you can see, my neck is absolutely bent like completely downwards. I would have to like spend like a good 30-40 minutes just like massaging the crap out of my neck to just kind of release some of that tension and kind of be able to get to a point where I could get back to work. But obviously, can't be spending 30-40 minutes every day doing that garbage, so I'm gonna test out this reading thing. I think this was like what, like, I think it was like $15. So hopefully it'll save me lots of time. Hopefully it'll save me some stress, and yeah. Feels like it's been a minute since I actually recorded anything, but I don't know why that is. I swear I recorded some stuff here and there, but you're actually going to be coming along with me today. For the first time in forever, we're going to be headed to Costco again. It's a monthly thing, I think, at this point, to do a Costco trip. I booked the car for a little bit longer this time, so I don't have to be in such a rush. I was just in the shower and I had one of those gut feelings. Oh god. Had one of those gut feelings. I have my car booked for 9:30. And I'm kind of scared because for some reason I feel like Costco doesn't open till 10:30. Oh, it opens at 9:30. Holy Jesus. Okay, thank God. I got scared for a minute there. I feel like the shower is one of those places where like your brain kind of doesn't have any distractions. So like all these little bits of information that you don't really have in like the front of your awareness just kind of pops up. And I guess that Costco thing was sitting in the back there, and it just kind of popped up. I think that's why like shower thoughts are a thing. didn't get close enough to the door, I guess. Coming right early in the morning. I expected like early in the morning to be better, but I guess it's I guess I was wrong. Hopefully it's not too packed in there. I'm gonna be in there in and out pretty quick, so not too worried. I don't like any of the apples. Decisions. Alright, so they didn't have apples that I wanted, so I just got an extra thing of blueberries, and also the pork shoulder was on like a really good deal, so we ended up getting that instead of the cut stuff, because I don't mind putting in a little extra work. Like people were commenting, we're gonna switch to the red tomato pastas rather than cream pasta because yeah, cream just messes me up. Chip selection in the US was whack. What the heck? Like 45 minutes, so it's not terrible. I think we got all the protein we're gonna need. So gonna head back now, and wow, classic. Hopefully I have enough space because I did get frozen pizzas. I am a slut for pizzas, but pizza doesn't love me back. You wanna know what is absolutely cooked? I just had to pay $6 for parking at Costco. Bro, what? 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 So there's no parking spots in front of the apartment, so we're gonna have to just lug these around. I don't think it'll be a one-tripper. Actually, we can make it work. We'll make it work. Oh, you know what? We're actually gonna throw it on the board. Big brain. Alright. It works. I got asked if I was a Costco delivery person in the hallway. Just making deliveries on my skateboard. But that's alright. If it works, it works. We got it all here. I was saying I have extra time. I could have done it till 11, but no. It's 11 right now. I definitely needed the extra 30 minutes. I want to throw all this stuff in the fridge real quick and then go return the car, and I'll be back. Classic pickup. I got organic diced tomatoes. I used to make a bolognese, and supposedly the recipe says to use crushed tomatoes, but they don't have crushed tomatoes at Costco. So I'm just gonna try the diced, and then I'll probably mix in a little bit of tomato sauce, probably like 1 can of each, and just see how that goes. Honestly, I didn't get anything special this time around because I'm trying to kind of cut down on like snacking. I don't love it, and my skin doesn't love it, so I'm trying to kind of clean up my complexion for the winter and the spring, so that I can actually kind of look my best for interviews and stuff. So what we got mandarins. That's something special because they didn't have apples. We got chicken, we got ground beef, and then we got the pork shoulder. Other than that, we got this is what I'm looking forward to most. Threw 2 of the chicken breasts inside there already, and then instead of tilapia, Sebum actually said get cod, so instead of tilapia, we got some wild cut Pacific cod. I don't know exactly what I want to eat for fish, to be completely honest. I'm not like a huge fan, and I'm not doing the cream pasta. The cream pasta with the tilapia was really good, but I'm not too sure how much fish will do with like red pastas. I don't know. Maybe it'll be fine. Trip. I actually didn't get cereal because I realized cereal was like kind of it was just becoming like a crutch. I would just have it as dessert, and I would end up eating like 3 bowls of it, and yeah, not ideal. I got another Amazon package, which does actually have something special. All right, so this will definitely help. So I usually had half a pack of this with my creatine every single day. Helps me get water in for the day. Total for today came out to 211. So not bad, not terrible. 211, and this is like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a month, if not a little bit more than a month's worth of food. So I think I am looking at around like $300 to $400 for food a month, which not great, but also not terrible. My girlfriend would say otherwise because I think she spends like $150 on groceries when she doesn't live with me. Just got back from school, and I think it's okay to get home late. I think I kind of was giving myself a little bit of an excuse by saying, oh, it might be dangerous outside. I think I would come home, and now that it's getting darker like really early, it gets dark at like 6 or 7. Just giving myself time after the sun goes down to actually just kind of go to and from school opens up the day a lot more. So rather than just spending all mornings there or all evenings there, if I miss a morning, I can kind of make up for it in the evening. I'm gonna tidy up real quick because there's just, my house has been a mess. I've been like not on top of it, and I think the state of my house often reflects the state of my mental, just like my mental state, I guess. And so my house being a mess is not a great sign, so I'm trying to make an effort of it to keep that nice and tidy. Embarrassing. The table, I got a lot of stuff on the floor, all the stuff from shopping. I did actually put my bed away, but I took it out just to kind of lay down before I went to school today in the evening. But yeah, I'm just gonna tidy up and call it a night so that I can get started nice and early tomorrow.